Hi everyone, Mike from Yugioh Meta Knights. Today I'm starting a small series of episodes for Yu-Gi-Oh! Fundamentals. I'd like to help newcomers and those who are struggling to understand some of the complexities in this game. For those who've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For a while now, I'm sure you've passed the steep learning curve this game demands, but if you find our videos helpful, pass it along. I have a few more topics in the works now, so stay tuned. But for today, we're going to learn about ChainLinks and spell speed. So we're going to start off with ChainLinks. And now, ChainLinks can be one of the most confusing parts of the game, especially because it can contain so many misplays and mistakes. You can really ruin your entire play and setup just by chaining the wrong card. So ChainLinks are going to work in little patterns, and it is taking turns activating effects in response to one another. So by example here, I have this poorly edited, but little display here. I'll kind of go through it and explain. So my opponent has 2 cards set. He has a card in the hand. I have 2 cards set, and I have a card in the hand. Ash Blossom. So let's just say by example, it is his turn. He is going to go ahead and normal summon Satellar Knight Deneb. Satellar Knight Deneb adds a card from the deck to the hand, specifically a Satellar Knight. But I don't want him to do that, so I'm going to chain Ash Blossom in my hand. I'm going to send Ash Blossom to the graveyard, and that is going to start Chain Link 2. Now to add insult to injury, I'm going to activate Compulsory Evacuation Device. I'm going to target his Deneb to send it back to the hand. That starts Chain Link 3. Now, apparently, maybe he's not so thrilled about that and doesn't want that to happen. He's going to activate Dark Bribe. Dark Bribe is going to negate the effect of my Compulse, and that's going to start Chain Link 4. Well, I'm not thrilled about that because I really had something going for myself. I'm going to go ahead and activate Solemn Judgment. Solemn Judgment is going to negate the effect of Dark Bribe and start Chain Link 5. And some way, somehow, in this made-up duel, my opponent had another Dark Bribe. He chains, which starts Chain Link 6. So the way chains work is that they're going to start resolving backwards. Okay, so we're going to start from 6 to 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. What's going to happen is that Dark Bribe is going to activate. It is going to negate Solemn Judgment. But Solemn Judgment has a cost. I am going to pay half of my life points for nothing. Then we're going to go down to 4. It is going to negate my Compulse, which is Chain Link 3. So then we go down to Chain Link 2, which is Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom resolves, negating the effect of Deneb. Now this example is solely just to cover the basics of chain links. There's many more strategic and advanced plays you'll discover in time. Just sit down, study, play with your friends, and you'll get the hang of it in no time. So moving on to the easier part of the video, I'm going to discuss spell speed. This is a bit easier of a ruling to pick up on in the game rather quick. Spell speed 1 consists of effect monsters with general activation effects, normal spells, field spells, equip spells, and continuous spells. Spell speed 2 consists of effect monsters that have quick effects and quote during either player's turn, quick play spells, traps, and continuous traps. Spell speed 3 consists of only counter traps. Spell speeds and chain links function simultaneously. You must activate the proper spell speed in the chain to resolve the effect correctly. An activated card with a spell speed of 1 can only be chained with spell speed 2 or spell speed 3. An interesting fact is that spell speed 2 can be responded by spell speed 2 and 3. A seemingly endless chain of spell speed 2 cards can be activated back to back until the chain resolves, or you or your opponent activate a spell speed 3 card. If a card with a spell speed of 3 is activated, the only cards that can respond with an activation are other cards with a spell speed of 3. For an easier understanding, I'll depict a few examples. Say that your opponent's field is absolutely loaded with monsters. It's very intimidating. They summon a Gemini Elf, which doesn't make it any more intimidating. However, just go with the example. Then they activate United We Stand. United We Stand starts Chain Link 1, and it has a spell speed of 1. You may then chain MST, which is a spell speed of 2 From that point on, you may only activate Spell Speed 2 or Spell Speed 3 cards. And boy, I hope you have that MST for that. Further on, let's say your opponent activates the effect of Satellar Knight Deneb, which is Spell Speed 1. At that point, you can activate a Spell Speed 2 card or a Spell Speed 3 card. Let's say you can hit it with Effect Veiler, which is an effect monster, or you can hit it with a continuous trap like Fiendish Chain. Maybe your opponent gives you a big ugly grin before activating Raigeki. Well, you can go ahead and chain Compulsory Evacuation Device and send one of your monsters back to your hand so it is not destroyed. Or maybe you summon a monster and your opponent hits you with a Solemn Judgment Spell Speed 3, and you can respond with a Spell Speed 3 Dark Bribe. So, as I had mentioned in the previous segment, these are just some simple examples to help newcomers, beginners, etc., get an understanding of this confusing mess we all love and enjoy so much. But I hope you all enjoyed, and I'd love to hear some feedback or maybe some tips or suggestions for future Yu-Gi-Oh! Fundamentals. But anyway, I hope this helped a few people out there, and if you'd like to help us, give this video a like and be sure to subscribe. We have a lot more Yu-Gi-Oh! Content on the way.